That was close. Clutch that one out. What the hell? I know, so it's like in the bad placing on that one.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go! A brawl is surely brewing. It's on!
Ooh, pretty close.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up. A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
Oh,
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
Ah, I didn't even get to try that one more time. Ugh. Let me give this one more try, guys. I don't want to keep going since I don't know. I think my internet, something's going on with my internet. I did try to reset it, and it still seems to be crapping out here. Last time this happened, I know we had like some kind of area outage where I live, so it might be that again. But let me do one more. I did want to take a good look at the gambling machine. Yeah, hold on.
This match
I was
will
not
be
gonna make it
decided
on that one.
You're up.
I definitely thought he was gonna go with the other one.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
Uh,
Good day for a swell battle. Now go.
Always jump too soon on that one.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
Almost there.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
I'm getting the timing of that
Good
first
day
hit.
for us. Well done. You're up. A great slam and then some. Here goes. Good day for us. Well done. Now go. This match will get red hot.
You can't get hit that many times. was expecting the other one.
Now go.
Whoa.
Good day for us. Well done. It's on.
Oh, we were just there too.
Good day for us. Well done. You're up. This match will get red hot. You're up.
Let me try one last one here.
Here's a real high-class bout.
I'll let this one just play out no matter what happens. Alright guys, we're gonna leave that one there. Also because, like I said, like the internet just kind of keeps coming in and out. Hey Yusef, thank you for checking in, man. Yeah, here doing night 10 of the Master Quest mod. We're on these frog brothers. Um, I need to get a little bit more consistent on being able to beat them and get to that third phase. The first phase I got, I mean, we got beat right there, but it's pretty easy. The second part is the hard part. I feel like I don't have it down enough to get through with a few hit points so that I can actually see the what would you call that? The I don't. It's not a vending machine, but it's like one of those slot machines. So I can get to the slot machine and have a couple of hit points and be able to get the rhythm of it. Obviously, I passed it before in the regular game, but as a DLC with like it kind of speeds up some things. It adds, like, what I've noticed right from the get-go is that it throws a bunch of additional pennies at you. In the original, it does throw pennies at you, but not as fast as in the mod, and not as many. And here I think they've added additional pennies, and they've sped them up as well. So that is one of those things, and it's probably gonna be the same thing for the platforms. So I want to make sure that I get to that part of the boss battle. I also want to make sure that you guys get a chance to actually check it out. So we played for like 3 hours on the weekend. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Especially the back and forth and the conversations with you guys and seeing what you guys are trying to do out there. Hope you guys take a chance to kind of like download the DLC itself. It's a lot of fun. It's hard, yes, but if you like a challenging game, if you like Cuphead, you already know you guys like a hard and challenging game. But it definitely does double down on the hard aspect of it. So it's if the regular game is a 10, this mod brings it up to about a 15 or so so far. So I'm still liking it. But again, for whatever reason, my internet is crapping out, so I don't want to keep on going and not have that good stream and have that good back and forth with you guys like we did last time. So I'm gonna end the stream there. Hopefully by tomorrow everything's fine. Again, today's Tuesday, so the next time I see you guys for some Cuphead will be on Thursday night. Yeah, usually I don't have internet issues, so I did try to reset it, seeing if it was my computer, but nah, I restarted everything, restarted the stream, played with it a bit, but no, for whatever reason, it just kind of wants to do that. Hey, all plush all day plush. I like your name. That's a really good name. All plush all day plus. But yeah. So I'll leave it there, guys. Again, I don't want to continue the stream because it's weird. I've seen like it drops from like 30 frames to like 10 frames to 5 frames to, yeah, it's very funky. So it usually does not do that. I know that, like I said, I have multiple streams and it never does that. So I'm thinking it probably has something to do with the internet. I know that during the rainstorms, my area did experience a bit of like issues when it came to the internet. So hopefully it's something like that and they get it resolved by tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having some Resident Evil, the remake, Resident Evil 4 remake. And then on Thursday, I'll see you guys again for some more Cuphead. I'm enjoying this boss fight. Now that we've got a couple of victories under our hat, we had the first two bosses, the carrot, and what do you call it? The blue goop of some sort. That blue a ball that turns into a tombstone. We beat that one last, and now these guys. I'm getting definitely a handle for the first phase. Second phase, a little bit. I still need to have more comfortability with it, knowing what kind of. He only has really 2 attacks, but then he just varies the speed of it. So gotta get more comfortable with that and be able to get to the third phase with at least like 2-3 hit points so that I can see what we're messing with and develop a game plan for the third phase. That's it. Thank you as always for tuning in. The frogs aren't too bad. All plush all day. Um, Literally, it's one of those things where you just kind of have to tackle it over and over again. I don't know if you're stuck on the first, second, or third phase, but if you kind of just choose the proper ammo, that's the other thing too. Um, if you saw kind of what I was doing, I would choose that tri beam to get rid of all the bugs. Get close to the frogs once you get rid of all of what would you call them? I don't know. They don't look like bees. They're like fireflies of some sort. Get rid of the fireflies. Get close to the frogs and hit them with the tri beam really close, and it will uh, uh, give you that boost for the hit a lot quicker. You'll get a card really quick. So just keep doing that until you get a couple cards. Then switch to one of your other attacks and unleash one of the special attacks on the frogs. And that way you'll get to the second phase a lot easier. In the second phase, I think it's just about staying in between both of them in the dead center, and then just timing the attack again. One of them you just have to jump over one of the punches, one of those blue punches right there, and then just duck. The other two will go over your head. For the what I call, it looks like a little galaxy that he throws at you. He throws three of those in a different speed. Just kind of take a look at the pattern as the first one blasts out, and he does it really slow. So if you look at the pattern and where it's gonna bounce, just kind of let yourself slide, because the other guy's still doing the fan move on the right. So slide underneath under that attack, and you should be fine. The real challenge comes in that third phase with the slot machine, and being able to recognize when to go under the beams, the platforms that are coming at you, because there's lasers on some of them, and then there's spikes underneath some of them. So recognizing where that beam blast is going to come from and where you can just duck underneath, that's going to be your saving point. So you just do that a couple times and just keep hitting them, and you'll be fine. Again, this one, the one I'm playing, is a little bit harder because the Master Quest mod, like I said, adds a ton of additional difficulty. What I've noticed in the first phase is a ton of additional bugs, and then the attacks are a lot quicker. In the second phase, same thing. Um, they haven't added additional stuff on the second phase. What they've done is they've sped up some of the attacks, so it's kind of hard to get a read on them. The third phase, I haven't seen too much. Just at the beginning of it, it looks like they throw a lot more pennies at me, and make it harder for me to get to that handle to hit it, so they can throw the platforms. But if you just keep at it, it's one of those like muscle memory. You'll learn how to beat them. It doesn't get too difficult. Like I said, this frog, it is tough. It'll take you a few hours, like a lot of the bosses in this game do. It doesn't start getting too tough until somewhere in the midsection. There's a plant boss that's really tough. I'm dreading Master Quest mod, difficulty mod. I'm dreading getting to that one boss with like the cupcakes. It's like supposed to be some dessert queen. There's like a gumball. There's a gumball dispenser, a cupcake, and I think a flapjack. And so you gotta take out three of those, one after another. Then the queen gets mad, grabs the castle, and then the castle starts moving, coming after you, and she's throwing stuff at you that moves around you, and if you touch it, you die as she keeps getting closer towards you. And so that one is probably one of the hardest ones. That when I really hit a wall, it took me a few days to beat that one, and I'm dreading to see how hard they made that one in the Master Quest. Yeah, try to get the running gun level. Running gun level will get you additional ammo, additional guns. The one I have is actually pretty good. Here. So, if you use the triple beam on some of these, this is pretty good, like I said, for getting rid of the bugs. You just get rid of them really quickly, and then it's just kind of avoiding the attack. The other one that I would suggest getting, because it does help you in a lot of the boss fights, is this one, Roundabout. It does a good amount of damage, and it's funky in its attack. It does more damage than some of the other stuff, and you can point away from it, and it'll hit them. And it does a lot of damage to like those guys too, like very quickly. But not, I wouldn't use it in this boss battle. But if you have a boss, I used it on the Gumball, the last boss fight, and I defeated him so quickly. So it does a lot of damage, but I think it's for close range. So I would suggest using that one. The other one is the one that is like a homing missile. I forget what the name of it is, but if you use that one, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can concentrate on just avoiding all the projectiles that are flying across the screen, and basically just keep shooting because it'll find a target. It's a homing missile, basically. It's just very low damage, so you'll be jumping around and trying to avoid attacks for a lot longer. So it just kind of depends on your style. If you like damage, then I would suggest the one that I showed you. If you want to just avoid having to aim and just trying to avoid all the projectiles, then try the homing one. Definitely also do the extra heart. And one thing that I don't have that I might want to get some coins for is I don't have the super. I'm missing the super. So I might go looking for some coins as well to get the super, but also get the extra heart. Because without the extra heart charm, you only have 3 hits. There's also this the slide. I think that little quicker of a slide, so that might be beneficial in some of the fights as well. But yeah, give all of those a try, and just try to find your own style on some of the bosses, and don't be afraid to mix it up, because a lot of these boss fights are going to take a while. So, yeah. So I would suggest just do that. Like I said, like you'll be seeing me play this, and the difficulty on mine is a little bit harder, just because it is that Master Quest mod, and whoever these modders were, they made it a lot more difficult, and man, it really sucks sometimes. But I like difficulty. If you see me play Hollow Knight and the Pantheons and the original Cuphead, the DLC, I'm stubborn. I usually stick with it until I beat it. So even if it takes me 3-4 days on one boss, I'm like, I'll do it. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. Like I said, I hope like my internet comes back tomorrow. It's been really crapping out during this whole stream, so I don't want to force that on you guys. Hopefully, like I said, I like it when the stream is at a good 30 frames per second, and then we can have a good back and forth conversation as I'm trying to get through this boss. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully it will be better by Thursday. Tomorrow we have Resident Evil 4, the remake. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will catch you guys on the next one.